everyone. Welcome to the MountainCast. I'm Nick Peterson.
And I'm Logan Hausman.
And we are MountainTime. Here joining us today, we got our good friend Jeff Holama.
Hi. He's Jeff.
We'll put a link to his Twitter in here.
We'll put it right on
the Instagram plug.
Give him, buy his art. He does good art.
Whenever I make it.
Well, let's share Jeff's Roblox account right now. Jeff, what is your favorite activity to do on Roblox? Is it Slenderman, Five Nights at Freddy's combination maps?
I like recreating the JoJo fights in
Roblox.
Account. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's super good. That's super good because all they do is they don't even move their arms. They just stare in front of each other as NPCs and make the noises. Such a good game. Definitely deserves way more subscribers than any other game on the planet right now.
Absolutely.
Well, unquestionably. Speaking of games that require more subscribers, can we talk about Sekiro? Because I've been getting really into it and I love that game a lot.
Oh man. Yeah. I hate being broke. I've been mooching off the game off of him and some of our other friends in the next town. But
I've got my own experience from it from an idiot standpoint, because as a player of Dark Souls, Nick and I have both agreed that if you aren't good at the game, then you get good. But like with Dark Souls, it eases you into it a little bit by putting you up against like wieners, like little bacon dudes who are easy to kill. So getting good gives you a little bit more practice. Sekiro basically gives you the upfront dudes. Like they're opening characters, which are still easy to beat, are still significantly harder to kill than a hollow in Dark Souls. And it's not like that really dictates if I like it or not. It's just more so the fact that the scale of the difficulty in the game has been increased, and it's gonna take me a while to actually get good at that game.
I just think you have to put your mind to it and just not, give up. You gotta stick it through, and you gotta just figure out the timing, because really the guys are all. I both love and hate that the guys at the beginning are sort of the same guys all the way through it, because it feels like the side areas only get harder by having a lot more dudes, which just kind of gets frustrating sometimes, and not like harder dudes. But on the other hand, it makes the bosses really unique and all that. But they get super easy to kill. You just gotta figure out the little things.
I love it too because I feel like this time around it does a little bit more in terms of like punishment with its whole death and dragon rot system.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's like it's almost like a different yet equally as impactful way to get good.
Yeah, and
like the game is like, oh, you can't parry anything? Well, I guess you're gonna die and kill a lot of people. It's fine.
That is a very interesting mechanic that they have. Is if you die way too many times, then other people start to get sick and die themselves. Like you never had anything like that in any of the Soulsborne games. It was just.
Yeah, I like how it affects the NPCs. That's a cool element.
Whereas before you just die and die and die, and you as the player are the only one experiencing the pain of dying.
Yeah.
Whereas this time, now you got a lot more on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And it definitely rewards being good at the game a lot more when you could go through and say that not a single person caught dragon rot and whatnot. I literally don't think I have the brain for parrying.
Well, you're not stupid. You just gotta.
I know I'm not.
You just gotta apply yourself to it.
That's what a lot of people will say.
You just said you don't have the brain.
You gotta have confidence, Logan.
It's just the
you
specific
can't say you
part.
don't. Well, are you saying you're missing part of your brain?
Yes.
Where is it?
Which
I
part?
don't know.
Where did you lose it?
I think I left it at McDonald's.
Little
like
goblin
I set
just
it down
snuck
for a little
into
bit.
your ear.
Yeah, little goblin.
Little
the brain goblin.
I'm
The
a
brain
goblin.
goblin got in there and he just grabbed a little bit of your brain and ran off with it.
Yeah, I put a quarter underneath my pillow and the brain fairy came along. He's like, "Where's your brains? I need brains." And the tooth fairy's like, "Yo, what the
What the
dude?
fuck, man? I was coming here for a tooth.
That's
You've heard of
actually
the Tooth Fairy. Now you got the Brain Goblin.
That's actually that's an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force when the brain fairy comes and takes Frylock's brain, but it's a big diamond, so he's just a moron. And he's the son of the Booger Fairy, and the Booger Fairy's like, stealing brains again. Son, I thought we talked about this. You got a lot of your mother inside of you, I can tell. I'm really good at throwing brains at people now, Dad. I can hook them real far. Listen, son, I'm sitting on a fortune of 10 million boogers per year. And you're telling me that you want to inherit this company? You can always give your fortune to me. No! I won't let you work for it. Or I won't let you not get my fortune without working for it. Maybe you could get a job with me, son. You could get out of this brain-throwing business. I'm sitting here stoned out of my mind in 2016 being like, what the f*** am I watching?
Well, what about now?
Now? Well, now I have to be sober and watch it.
And have your perceptions changed?
No, I still love that show.
Oh, right on.
I love abstract Adult Swim shows as long as they're the right kind of abstract. If it's like Super Jail, I only like it when the warden starts like twirling around and doing his little shape-shifting magic.
Yeah, I do not get Super Jail.
It's all it is just gore.
I was about to say it's just gore porn.
Yeah, entirely.
Yeah, see, that's not my thing.
And just by a very
Sick.
cheap Siberian company. Everything good.
Yeah, no, keep going. I just need to...
They're gonna get motion sickness now.
The brain
Oh, no,
fairies
what have I
affecting
done?
your
Gosh.
perception.
It's centered now, okay? It's not bugging me
There
anymore.
goes 2K subscribers.
If you don't like Super Jail, you definitely wouldn't like their other show, King Star King. They basically just hire a bunch of cheap Eastern European animators to do all these gory scenes that are just dumb
Porn?
as absolute hell. And
I don't know. I really like Super Jail because, yeah, it's all gore, but
I love the characters.
I was about to say, yeah, it's almost like a fighting game because they like the way like shit just happens throughout like the moment that the fighting starts. It's almost like a fighting game with all of like the weird combos and stuff. Like
It really is. That there's unique ways to kill people in that show. I just don't like the they go into like these sequences of like multiple deaths right in a row, and it just like jumps from character to character to character. And there's one about lesbian sex, which was interesting. But for the most part, there was like solace in the show because one of the characters is this impy little helper to the warden, and he finally finds the female version of himself, falls in love, and in the season 2 finale, his girlfriend fucking thinks that he's dead, so he goes off and sleeps with the crazy German. She goes off and sleeps with the crazy German scientist. And he's all heartbroken for like the next 8 episodes. I'm like, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. And you've actually just ruined the one good thing that this dude had. Like, they get back together, but it's so unsatisfying that she's just getting like boned by one of my least favorite characters in the show. He has his moments, but
I mean, also, I don't think that show is meant to be taken super seriously from a story concept. I think this whole story thing is just a reason for them to whip out those
crazy
the
stuff.
gore porn stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's just like almost just an excuse, if you will.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of like those shows for a long time now because I can't afford cable.
Also, I was talking about someone, speaking of gore porn, we were talking about at work.
What a fucking segue.
What a
You want to talk
segue.
about transitions?
That's how you change a topic, boys. But no, we were talking at work the other day about how horror movies have kind of gone through these different phases.
Oh.
And that it had like that, like we had like that older phase, like I want to say it was like 2010s or somewhere around there, where it was just like really gory stuff. Like anything that was just really gory was a horror movie.
Oh, it was like the Saw phase.
Yeah, like the Saw phase.
It was the end of the Saw phase because that started in like 2000 and like 2002 early.
Yeah, it was probably earlier 2000s.
And then it like wrapped up at like early 2010s. And then we went into the paranormal activity phase.
Yeah, we went to like the
shaky
the
camera
found
shit.
footage,
Yeah.
like the home video phase, where it was like every horror movie you saw had to be like someone filming in their own house, like, oh, there's something going on.
I found this ghost last night, and now we're getting into the artistic horror movies.
I was gonna say we're getting into like
It and Us and
because we went through
Insidious.
we went through like well, I was gonna say we went through sort of like a haunting phase where it was all about like, oh, there's like a baby's spirit in your house and it's possessing your doll Annabelle. I don't know, I never saw Annabelle. I've never been a horror movie guy, honestly. We were just
Really?
talking about it. Yeah.
I don't know, like,
Oh, I hate horror movies. Absolutely. I just don't
Really?
like. I just don't like seeing like nice people being miserable. I like to see like a horror movie where the asshole gets his shit kicked in for a little bit. Except I did see that. It was called VHS, and I don't like that.
I did
you
not
don't.
like...
You guys don't like VHS?
No,
Well,
I liked
the fucking
some of
tit
it.
grabbing scene in the beginning fucking triggers me, so I can't watch that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
And
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
well, I wore a dress like Vanna White, and some girl came on the street and said, "How do you like it?" and grabbed my tit, and then ran away.
I thought you grabbed your butt.
Oh yeah, she did grab my butt. You
I mean,
were there. And then that
it's
one
a
girl
big
that was
occasion.
hitting on
Same
you
thing.
grabbed the one girl that was hitting on you grabbed my tit and she walked out the door.
Well, yeah. But that's just common courtesy.
Regardless, I think out of all the horror movies, like, it's just like terrible things happening to good people, and that just kind of makes me upset when I watch it. I don't find it pleasant at all. But a couple of them do ring a bell with me. Like, Grave Encounters is something that I can deal with, even though they all seem like nice dudes.
Is
just
that
because
the one where they're like they're like
The
filming in the
mental-
hospital, and it's like the one where they're going to do a phony
Mhm.
Yeah, like a
show,
phony
It starts
like,
off
playing
as,
on
like-
it being fake.
Yeah. They start off as being like, "Whoa, we're the ghost hunters," and then they get into some real shit. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
I actually love that movie. It has, it's like, in a way, Jaws was such a good cinematic thriller because it waited for the right time to reveal the shark, like the monster. Like, at the very last where the audience would start getting bored usually, they finally revealed it and kept the suspense high because now they realize they're getting some serious shit. They did that in Grave Encounters, like, ever so subtly, because they're like, oh, the ghost is closing doors and shit, and then suddenly it's like, a woman came out of the bathtub and ate a dude, and now they're stuck in this place. It has such an eerie, ominous vibe. And then suddenly, they saved the jump scares all the way to the last part, which I appreciate. Like, all the possible visual effects money going to create some authentically good scenes of me getting terrified. My girlfriend's buried into my chest. I'm like, oh fuck, that was great. Yeah, I'm having fun.
I was about to say, I guess I'm like the only real horror movie fan here, but I think it's because too, like we're saying, there's like those phases, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's never like something fresh, like movie after movie after movie after movie. It's all like in those weird phases. Like the first Paranormal Activity, the first time I saw it, I thought it was so cool. But you can't sit there and watch like the second or third one because then it gets old really quickly. My Bloody Valentine. That was
I
like
remember seeing commercials for that.
that was like it was cool and kind of, I don't know, I guess you kind of have to like walk in with a certain like expectation, be like,
Yeah.
okay, this is gonna be a slasher movie, it's a Valentine's movie, okay, let's
Happy February.
Happy February, yay.
Happy February.
But,
It's April.
But movies like that, those were the ones that
Yeah,
had
but
like a
it's
unique spin on
It's
it.
My Bloody Valentine. It was probably released in February.
Maybe.
Yeah, the dude,
Yeah.
the killer was a minor.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a minor.
And all of the message she left would be like, "Be mine forever" and stuff like that.
You'd be like, I am 12. I cannot sign up for Disney.com.
I'm 14
I am a minor.
and this is deep. Like, see, that stuff is all right. And then if you go back like even farther, it's like those older movies.
Like
I don't
the
know.
classics,
Yeah,
like-
I don't know if the title of it was Candyman, but the guy.
Oh, I love Candyman. It
Stuff
was
like
Candyman.
That is crazy. And then obviously you've got like Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and
See, I
Friday the 13th and stuff like that.
see. I also want to say I found I saw the original found footage horror movie from the 70s. Don't ever watch it. Oh my god, it's much more disturbing than any horror movie you will ever see in your life.
What was it?
Cannibal Holocaust.
Wow.
That's quite the
I was
combo.
about to say, what a title.
A guy goes to the Brazilian Amazon, or just somewhere rainforesty in
That's
South
not where
America.
Auschwitz is.
Oh, trust me, it was just shut up.
Sorry.
And he finds this footage from a team of documentaries or whatever, of like this other filming crew that went down there to film something exciting, and it's like a real Heart of Darkness. Like they go there. The worst part is that like the actual filming crew that made this movie, it was an Italian director. All the actors and actresses are still alive. There wasn't anything bad that happened to them, but they killed animals on screen for better footage. Like they killed a
Like
monkey.
actually killed them? Like
Actually
they
killed
the
them.
actual-
Yeah, he got fined for animal cruelty because
Yeah,
there's
obviously.
a scene where he takes a muskrat and he just drives a knife into it and you just watch it die in agony.
What the hell?
They kill a giant Galapagos turtle, or whatever,
What?
and
That's
they
like
kill a monkey.
Isn't that like an pretty endangered species at this stage in the game?
Yeah, it was the 70s. They didn't give a
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
there was a
the
scene
70s.
that was so gruesome that they thought that they actually killed the actress involved.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that. It was like a
They
whole
had
big
to-
thing.
They had
Was
to
she
bring her.
hospitalized or at least? Or
No,
was
she
it
was
like...
fine. They had a scene
Okay.
where they raped a tribal woman, and then the tribe came back, gangbanged one of the documentaries, Tarianisms, whatever, and then impaled her body on a giant pike. But people thought the makeup was so realistic for the time. Like, they did a great job on makeup. They did a great job at making me not sleep. And they were like, yeah, she's dead.
Nightmare
Director,
fuel.
come in. You're going to jail. And then he was like, here she is, assholes. And she was like, I did not like filming this movie.
Please arrest this man.
Oh my god, that fucking movie. And speaking of fucking terrible horror movies, Slender Man, saw that.
Oh man.
That's the opposite end. Cannibal Holocaust did too good a job. Slender Man made me laugh.
Do you remember when, like, Slender Man, like, the game Slender, I think was the first one,
Yeah.
like, first came out, and it was, like, all the hype?
Oh, I loved
yeah.
it when it first came
Oh,
out.
yeah, it was awesome.
It was fun.
I remember we used to play that, it was when we were in high school, right? 'Cause
We
would go
played
and-
all the time,
Yeah,
and
we
then
played that a
when
lot.
we played in Luke's basement, that was the best.
Oh yeah.
Because Luke's old basement was this creaky, old, creepy concrete room where we used to play D&D,
Yeah.
and he set up a nice little chair to be pointing towards a projector so he could watch YouTube movies and stuff like that. But he would play Slender, and it would come out on the projector, and we'd watch it in this creepy basement sitting on the couch. And it was like watching a live Let's Play, only like a couple of us would be the audience, and we'd take turns, and it was so much fun. But he's long gone now.
Yeah, after the whole with the two girls who had killed that other kid because it was like a ritual to summon Slenderman. Like,
Yeah, the
They're probably
story's
like,
got-
where the fuck
gone.
where the fuck is he? I'm in jail.
yeah, right. That
They're-
girl is crazy.
Yeah, she's probably sleeping with her belly on the bed, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you... I have no idea what you mean.
I mean, female prisons are run by football lesbians, and they will make you pay. That's just what I said, not me.
Why would you sleep with your belly on... I don't know why the belly on the bed
Because
would-
your ass is sticking in the air.
Yeah, but isn't that...
Dangerous.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's primal bitch position.
Okay.
For every inmate, regardless of gender.
I got you.
According to Arturo.
Although now I feel bad because I definitely sleep on my stomach.
Well, ghosts are probably getting all up
Man,
in that
ghosts
then.
are getting all...
Unless you have your poop plug.
I better get it.
Did you ever read that story about the kid who, for the longest time, his mom inserted a butt plug into him
What?
because, well, she was schizophrenic, and
Okay.
she thought
Oh,
that
that's okay then.
she thought demons could enter your asshole. So
Can they not? Because if so, then I have some fan fictions to unwrite.
it's like my asshole is yawning right now. But yeah,
oh, getting
he went-
sleepy over here.
He went to school. Was like, I have to go to the bathroom to take out my poop plug, and the teacher was like, "What?" I was like, yeah, don't the rest of you have poop plugs in
Didn't
right
your
now?
mom get you a poop
Oh,
plug
no.
for your
And they-
birthday?
Of course, CPS went to go see the mom, and they're like, "You're fucking crazy," and took her away. And he was like, well, "I'll still wear this for you, Mom. Every day I'll put this into my asshole, let it massage
He
my
makes
prostate,
He makes
and
it
I'll
into a
think of you."
necklace, like a pendant that he wears all day, every day. And they're like, people
They're
are
like,
"Oh,
"You
what's that?"
smell like
"Oh, this is from my mother."
This is my mom's gift to me.
I don't see her a lot anymore, so this is all I have to remember her by.
I need to remain headstrong, so to make my head stronger, I've gorilla glued it to my skull.
It's like a unicorn.
People call me a
You're
unitard.
just doing doom,
Whenever he
doom,
smells
doom.
something, he's just like, smells like shit.
Everything smells like shit. I don't get it. I just wanted to say, in the movie Slender Man, the main character forgets her lines for a little bit.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. On screen, like, they didn't cut out the scene. She's, like, talking to her character, hand on shoulder in the school. It's like, "Listen, Lizzie," or whatever her name is. "We have to find out what Slender Man is up to, or else
Are you sure she wasn't
we're
just,
gonna get taken too."
Are you sure she wasn't just Captain Kirk in it? Like, Mr.
Spot.
No, because she looks at the director too. She's like
Line.
off screen,
Line.
stares for a little bit, and we gotta get him. And
She's like, cue cards, where's the cue cards?
oh, it's the biggest piece of shit movie ever. None of it makes sense, and Slenderman was not portrayed well. The only good part about it is that I got to see Billie King, who's whatever the actress's name, who does the main character. I got to see her suffer on screen because she didn't want to be there either.
On the subject of horror movies, I think that the last horror movie I've saw, because I've been trying to think of what the last one I've even seen, because like I said, I just don't watch them usually.
Yeah.
But I think the last one I genuinely watched all the way through was The Babadook. Did you?
I did not see that one.
You didn't see that one? Did you see that one?
I saw a synopsis of it, but I hate when kids are little assholes.
Yeah, that was the thing, that the kid was just like freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, he was just flipping. I was like,
Like-
why can't you be normal?
Yeah, he was just losing his tits like the entire movie, and like given like that was probably pretty realistic for what the kid was going through. Like it was just like shut the.
But in a cinematic setting, it's like
It's just like someone throat
Piss
punched this
off.
kid, right?
Yeah, have you ever seen the M. Night Shyamalan movie where the kids go to see their grandparents? It turns out.
and it's not their grandparents.
Yeah, it turns out that they're schizophrenics and they're.
Red Riding Hood, yeah.
Yeah, Red Riding Hood.
I hate that because
Those kids were just fucking
big
impossible.
spoilers if you care or haven't seen it. But
We already
when-
revealed them.
when the old man puts like his diaper in the germophobic kid's face,
He's like, I'm
That's-
a fairy.
that's covered in
Yeah.
gross.
Oh, it's
Completely
so
gross.
fucking gross. They tried to
Another
go
one-
for the gross out thing, you know?
And he was a rapper too. He was like trying to be like this.
Oh, that
YouTube
was so
rapper star.
painful. And like the girl is such a bitch, and the kid is such a little asshole. He's trying to be the comedic relief. He's like, there's an obvious callback where he's like, I'm gonna start using celebrity names instead of swear words like shit, crap, Shania Twain. And I'm like, shut up. But that's obviously a callback because he's going to say it again, like he's running away, being like, oh, Beyonce. Like this isn't fucking. This isn't Pitch
Funny!
Perfect. You're not the fat lady from Pitch Perfect. You're.
Rebel Wilson.
If they had like two
She's
more,
awesome.
she is awesome, but she does that humor. A kid should not. And fucking, if they just had like two normal kids that didn't have any sort of dumb influence like that, like maybe they're outcasts or something like that, that would feel even scarier. But instead, they're just two annoying middle schoolers from the YouTube generation that make things so hard to watch. M. Night Shyamalan actually based that movie off of his own kids. Like, he based the personalities off of them.
I'm sorry.
So that means that M. Night has to live with that every day, and that's why his movies are bad. Except for Split. And, of course, Sixth Sense. And
Well, I feel like he's had a few bangers. I heard Unbreakable was pretty good.
Oh, Unbreakable
It's
is
on my list.
awesome.
I haven't actually watched it yet.
it's so great.
Did you guys see Glass? The most recent.
No,
one?
because I haven't seen it because I want to watch the movies in order. Because I didn't realize that was a trilogy for the longest time until Glass came out, and someone was like, "Yeah, it's like this whole thing. You start with Unbreakable, you go to Split, and then you go to Glass." And I was like, "Oh, well, I want to see like the whole lead up before I watch Glass." So.
Yeah. It's honestly not
Although
that
it
bad.
sounds like, I mean, based on if I was M. Night, I feel like I would have named them in some sequential order that would make it obvious that they're sequels to each other.
Well, that's the thing. Like, especially with Split, at least for me, I didn't realize it was part of the trilogy until like the very end.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the M. Night Shyamalan twist
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
used to be known for. Is
The
like,
twist.
what the twist is that
Hey,
They
guess
were-
what? This is
they're
a part of the
connected.
thing.
And then, like, people, because they obviously liked Unbreakable, people who were fans of that movie, who were like, another M. Night movie, got to see that and be like, wow, that was actually a pretty decent movie. Oh my god, they're actually connected to a better movie. That means that Glass, or whatever movie comes after this, is going to be great. It's a bit like Nick Fury showing up at the end of Iron Man, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is, it's set up to something better. And then Glass was, alright.
It was alright. I liked it.
Yeah, Marvel, on that subject, Marvel really did, like, pioneer that whole after credit scene thing, because now, like,
You
Any
can't
movie-
watch any movie without
every movie has something that, if it's
Yeah.
part of a series.
Well, Ferris Bueller did that, but it was just Ferris Bueller telling you to go home.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't like more story stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
ironic that Deadpool also did that at the end of the first
What are
Deadpool.
you still doing here?
What are you still doing?
Go.
Go home.
Shoot.
It's over. Matthew Broderick killed 2 people in Ireland.
What?
What?
You didn't know that?
No, why? Where was that? What?
What did that
In
come
the
from?
80s, Because Ferris Bueller, Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, well, no, I got that.
But he, in the 80s, he was using his race car to drive around with his fiance, maybe his girlfriend, I don't know. He's married to a horse right now. And he, while running down and being drunk because he's in Ireland, he just ran over 2 young girls and then got away scot-free because he's rich enough to pay off all the fines and, like, court fees and bribes and whatnot. All I'm saying is that I'm not saying he's a murderer, I'm saying Matthew Broderick entered a country and when he left it, there were 2 less people there.
2 things. First off, that's crazy. Second off, do you think that Sarah Jessica Parker is ever going to outgrow the horse jokes? Or do you think it's just going to keep on going like they're going to be at her funeral?
I like to think at this point she has enough mental fortitude to be like, nah.
I think Sarah Jessica Parker is going to get sick of the horse jokes and go and shoot up a stable.
Well, and then she's going to get gunned down by a cop with a shotgun.
She
and then there's going to be too many jokes about it.
Goes
or trampled by a horse.
She's like, hey, don't go in the stables tomorrow, okay?
We got to put her down.
You're always cool. Don't show up at stable school tomorrow.
Stable school. That's where all the horses go to learn how to be horses.
She writes his... She goes and guns down the Netflix offices for BoJack Horseman.
Like
How has BoJack Horseman never made a Sarah Jessica Parker joke?
I feel like there was one at some point.
There should have not, because Matthew Broderick would
it
make a good turtle. Now, if Matthew Broderick had a spirit animal, what do you think it would be?
Obviously the turtle.
I've got to retract that. He seems more like a... He seems like more one of those like awkward dogs at like an old person's house that's like overly friendly, but you could tell he's holding back so much, but he's still just like the sweetest dog ever.
Yeah.
And then of course, he's also an old boy now. It's weird to see him as an old man because he doesn't even look or sound the same that he used to.
I didn't pick it up at first from hearing like his recent stuff.
I picked it up when he was on BoJack Horseman actually, when he was Beatrice's dad. I can't remember his name. Basically BoJack's grandpa. Like, I could not identify his joke. I was like, Matthew Broderick was in this? Who was he? And I couldn't find out that it was the horse until I finally looked it up. God, it's going to metaphorically kill me until I figure out who he was.
Well, I couldn't find anything on Sarah Jessica Parker being on BoJack. But sorry, what was the...
Hey, BoJack, new season. You got a free joke right there.
Free joke right there.
Yeah, take it.
I doubt
Pay me.
anyone on the show is going
Sponsor
to watch
me.
As it turns out, Will Arnett watches our show. That's correct.
Right out of nowhere, Will Arnett goes into the office and he's like, hey guys, I've got a pretty good idea, I think.
He'd be like, I've got a great idea. This one is really going to knock you out of the... Colonel.
Colonel, there's these boys called MountainTime.
On that note of Matthew Broderick being old, who do you think is like the most disappointing to see as an old person, like actor-wise?
I don't know if
or
he's
celebrity-wise.
old, but I'm sorry, I forget the name, but the dude who plays the mummy.
Oh, Brandon Fraser?
Yeah, Brandon Fraser. That
Well,
poor
he's
guy.
gotten better.
He's doing okay now, though, right?
Yeah, but in like early 2000s, he was like miserable. He was fat. He was like he had to pay up the.
Wasn't that
alimony.
wait? Wasn't all that like recently
bankrupt.
though? Like he would.
Oh,
go
that
to,
was like
these
more.
interviews?
That was like 2015, 2016,
Yeah.
and then he bounced back because he started getting roles again because he was relevant.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah, at least that's what I believe. Because now he doesn't look sad anymore. It looks like he's actually got a bit of something going for him. You know, I was gonna say mine would be like any Star Trek or Star Wars actor other than Luke, because they all just look. Well, Harrison Ford's an asshole, anyways. So it's not like I care too much.
I don't know. I feel like that's part of Harrison Ford's charm, though.
Is that he's an asshole?
Yeah, like it's got like a it wouldn't make sense if he wasn't.
Stern, grungy man. Yeah, it's kind of like his character.
Yeah, he is a really big grumpy sack of shit. I mean, he does good work, but you could tell that he's only an actor for the money.
Yeah, he's
not for like the experience.
He's great at it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're like reaching your later
if you're
years,
at that level and
Yeah.
you've been doing it for that long, like I get it. Yeah.
If George Lucas came up to him and said, "All right, well, I want to pay you $500 million to just put your ass on screen and fart, and that's all you'll be known for," he would do it in a
Count me
heartbeat.
in.
I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat too, though. Yeah. I was
But
gonna
if he
say.
just said for like $2 million, he'd still do that, and he'd just be typecast as the ass farting. He'd be like, "Wow."
I like to imagine that he started going downhill after
What a type
being
to
a
be
part of that
cast as.
Christmas special.
I think he started going downhill after he started, he's the guy who makes the clocks. Or what's that thing that
what was it?
he just fixes all the clocks, and everyone's a little wooden puppet and thinks he's his father.
I don't remember which one that is.
Either.
It's from Brad Neely's Hargnall and Sclopio Pipio. It's the
watched...
I always imagine Kanye West is like a koala bear, or Donald Trump is having no eyes and those ankle testicles.
Yeah, I got the reference there.
Just for them.
Oh no, okay.
Ankle testicles.
And he's got goats for shoes. And he's got those rings made out of cheese. Oh fuck. That was a tangent.
That was a tangent.
Old people that you're sad, or celebrities that you're sad being old right now.
Well, I appreciate it, because I just learned a lot.
Right?
And I appreciate you for that.
Justin Timberlake is now at the point of his life where the only thing that he can do is be old, instead of trying to be attractive to hide the fact he's being old.
He's not...
He's
how
not
old is
super
he?
old.
He's
He's
not
like
super...
46, but think about it. And like,
No way.
yeah.
He's
I
almost
believe
50?
that.
Yeah.
Well, Andy Samberg's like up there too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but Andy
well, yeah.
Samberg's keeping it real.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is that like I feel like that's not a big age. I mean, to be fair, my parents are like super old.
Yeah.
Sorry, mom and dad, if you're watching this, but
No harm.
but like they're like in terms of people my age, in my experience, their parents are generally younger than my parents. Is my point.
Yeah.
Right.
And like they don't operate necessarily different than other people's parents that are like 20 years younger than them, at least that I've noticed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't assume so.
And so, I mean, I feel like there's like, for me, old is like 80s, 90s. And I'm having a hard time of thinking of celebrities that are 80s and 90s that are still like semi-relevant that I don't feel good for.
Betty White.
Betty
wait,
White.
I feel good for Betty White. That's the
do.
thing, because that's exactly what I thought of right away.
The
But
world will never take her from us.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman, because we're gonna lose him soon.
yeah,
And
but
he's like, I can't have sex with my stepdaughter anymore.
but I don't feel bad for Morgan Freeman because like everyone wishes that they had Morgan Freeman to voice something, and just having that might like I feel like that's probably pretty gratifying.
Yeah.
Someone is definitely going to make some sort of like voice like Siri program that
Has Morgan Freeman's voice.
has
Oh,
his
That was a
pronunciation.
that was a 30 Rock episode too, because they had Alec Baldwin's character. They took every single word that he's ever pronounced for a dictionary he wanted to do to preserve the American accent, and they put it in rap videos, and he got mad. But
Didn't we all?
you can do that
I
like
would too.
now. You can have robots simulate your voice Siri style if you just insert a couple of words.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Freaky, but cool.
In case like a loved one dies, I suppose, and you want them to,
And if you don't want,
to
I was
haunt
gonna
you.
say if you don't want to let go and or anything,
And you want to like
just,
piss them off in heaven or whatever, but like
What if whenever you're editing, in case I die from my favorite cause of death, semi-truck driven by the Incredible Hulk, what if while you're editing, like you just hear a SoundCloud that's like, Nick, oh God, Nick, please, God, stop masturbating so much. I'm trying to haunt you, and it's really, really hard to do when you do that sick shit.
cannot unsee.
Well,
Can you
honestly,
at least stop looking up dog penis, please?
honestly, if I heard that voice and like I could tell it, okay, because my first reaction would be to look through my computer and see if something was like sending that sound wave through my headphones.
There's a glitch in the
Yeah.
Matrix.
There's a glitch. Oh, sorry. No, my computer just skipped
Yeah,
and told
sorry.
me to stop watching.
Sorry, that was just my motherboard.
Yeah.
But
That was just your mother.
If I confirmed that it was like a ghost, though, then honestly, I'd probably just start jacking it right there just to scare him off.
I'd be like, oh, God, Nick, please.
You'd be like, oh yeah, you want to stick around?
God damn it. And then I'd say, I would try to infect your Switch and be like, do you want to play Civ?
Oh, is this if you haunted me?
Yeah, that's
Play
if
Civ
I
in the
haunted you.
Oh, if you haunted me, yeah, you just infect my.
Would you
Then
just
he
would
would
you just
definitely
jack
be
it anyway?
continuing to jack it.
Yeah, I'd just jack it.
And I'd be
anyways,
like,
honestly.
God damn it, God damn it.
Just like old times.
I don't have any body. Just a body to incorporate. I don't know the satisfaction.
Oh, no.
Tell
Oh,
me,
no.
how does it feel? Explain.
Let me
in big.
possess you and jack it.
Alright,
What if that was like a ghost thing, was just possessing people and then jacking it with them to like feel something?
Oh, that's gotta be a hentai thing too.
Oh, that's probably actually now that you said that, I guarantee that's
I
anime.
imagine
like an
there's a guy who's just
Ahegao
like,
manga.
"Oh, he can't touch it. I can't touch it.
No, it's not there. It's floating away.
No, catch it. It's just like sustain and like flaccid float, as ghosts do.
It flaps like a tail in the ocean.
One of the best questions that I read. Just a quick side note on some Reddit. I'm pretty sure was if Rayman. Does Rayman's dick float like the rest of his limbs attached to his body?
100%.
You think it floats?
Yeah, I mean, it's not there, so he's obviously hiding it so the game can stay at an E rating, you know what I mean?
See, the funny thing is that if it floats, obviously Rayman's wearing clothes. So that means that it's like smuggled in his body and probably as he runs, like chafes around the place and he's like, how to get to the back of my ass right now? His butthole's floating too.
Just buttholes just separate.
And they're like, well then, how does it make sense? I can't see you poop. And he's like, well, my arms float too. Where's my arms?
Prove me wrong now, atheist.
Yeah. Checkmate. I learned from Ben Shapiro, who also doesn't have an asshole. Because he is one.
Yay.
Yahoo. Random question. How much... I've come around to not hating children anymore, which I've done for a long time.
Oh, do not get that.
Oh, yeah, no. It's only because I have a brother who's 6 right now, and I've been watching him grow, and I'm like, every kid around his age is like, all right, you're adorable. I just want to tousle your hair. You're full of life and adventure. I envy that. But kids are so fucking annoying. I used to work at that pinball bar, and fucking there'd just be kids that just
I've been saying for years that kids are adults that haven't learned to be cool yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we were walking around downtown the other day, and I guess school had just gotten out because there was just like this small swarm of kids, and I swear to God, there was actually a lady who flagged us down to double check, but there was this one kid who looked like 8, and he was smoking a stogie, and then Logan and I do like a double take, and then the lady's like, "Did that 2-year-old just smoke a cigarette?" And we were all like, "I think so. What are you doing, you dumb old little kid, dumb old little boy?"
You dumbass. Oh, I mean, they must have been like 11 or so, because Bill Reed's right next door. It's just, who the like, who even intakes nicotine anymore?
Really gonna cloud up this beautiful setup right now?
This is an audio thing.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, this shouldn't be the visual, but still.
Oh,
Yeah, it's more for a visual gag.
sorry,
for the
I
assholes.
clearly was not prepared.
It's okay.
No, it happens to the breast.
You
of
took
us.
it to a new place.
I've given misinformation.
It's just that kids these days are just so, I would say, unlike any other child from any other time period from any other country, especially in America. Like, there's just a culture about them that just reads, I don't give a fuck. Either that, or you meet like the middle schoolers who give such a supreme amount of fucks that they actually inspire you to be like, maybe we aren't fucked. But it's a real half and half right now.
I don't know that I've encountered any middle schoolers like that.
There's a couple that come to the flip side that I actually enjoy the company of because they're polite, they put like their shit away, they don't fuck up the games, they say thank you and shit, they actually pay money, and like sometimes they even come in here and study, whereas there's the other ones that like sit on the pinball machines, they bring in a cat and they shit on it and then throw it at us.
You tell me you're attracted to nerdy little middle schoolers?
No.
You better watch what
You heard it here first, folks. Logan loves.
God damn! I like the scary...
Bring the police in. Bring the police.
FBI, open up! I hold up my hands and I'm like, they threw a shit cat at me. And they're like, alright, well, you get that pass. They're assholes, aren't they?
One sec, we gotta pause super quick because I think the battery is running low.
Squints of my asshole that's just sticking out right now.
Dude,
it's like
are you getting a hernia right now?
Dude, I think I grew a clitoris on my asshole.
And with that, we are all We are 100% putting that in the podcast.
Finally, am I right?
Sorry, we took a little break there because Logan had to poop. But we're back now.
Yeah. I only have to do that when I have a shower nearby. Nick had a shower, and it was PTA. It was.
I still brag about that you pooped in my and then you didn't shower at my house once.
One time,
I'm very jealous about it.
For a bit of backstory, I have this OCD thing, and some people may have picked it up on a couple of videos where no matter what, I can only poop if I have a shower nearby to, instead of wiping, because I hate that, I shower instead, and I really get the job done, so that way I don't smell like shit. Sometimes I still smell like shit, and I have no clue why. Maybe that's just me. But
I feel like with the right kind of people, I'm proud to say that, hey, I got a friend who's got a cleaner asshole than yours.
yeah, true. I do have
Actually,
cleaner
I
asshole.
kind of get that.
If there was ever a bet, there was ever a bet that had that kind of context, we would win all the time.
And I don't just like go in and like I spray it off or anything. I finger myself.
Talking about like,
I pull it all the way out.
There.
And there goes your AdSense.
And there goes the AdSense.
Sorry.
Well,
demonetized.
Fucking, it's just like a nicer, relieving feeling. Like that, in case you get like sweat down there, because my job is manual labor now, erosion control, that if sweat goes down to any remnants, it's not going to turn into poop soup. And it's very handy, and I love it. And Nick, one time at a Halloween, or we were getting ready for a Halloween party where we were going as Goose and Maverick, and I didn't see Top Gun at the time, doesn't matter. And I was like, dude, I got a shit. But we don't have time to shower or anything, so I just went in. It's still clothes around my ankles, which makes me super uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was like a full jumpsuit, so you kind of had to with those.
Completely.
Yeah, I just sat on the toilet and shit in the suit.
Which, speaking of...
And you have a carpeted bathroom, too.
Yeah, dude, that bathroom... Not this bathroom, because my current bathroom isn't carpeted. My old bathroom was definitely carpeted.
Yeah, your parents' house, it was carpeted.
I didn't realize was weird until someone pointed that out to me, and then I was like, is that not... Like, it was just... I don't know. I used it for so long, you know?
It's the poop plug.
It's a poop plug.
Yeah. Carpeted bathroom, poop plug.
Oh,
whoa! It's normal. No, because like piss stains and like water drenches down to like the sides of it.
And like makes mold
Oh
and shit.
man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, like I am kind of jealous because when you have to poop and then you just have like the nice carpet like in between your toes,
see,
it's
I've always liked
therapeutic.
having that as like a comfy thing too. Like even after a shower, like when
It
you
was
finish
nice.
off, I don't like stepping on the cold like hardwood.
Because you could slip on it and brain yourself.
Well, not even that. I just don't like after being all warm and I step on something cold and I'm like, oh no, the heat transition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just feel cleaner when I'm not on the... Well, I mean, I haven't had that experience because if I did that at first, I stepped onto your parents' carpet in their bathroom that you lived in, and I was like, ooh, soft, nice. Then I probably would like it, but over time it would probably, like, considering my cleanliness versus yours, it'd probably turn
Basically,
real
you're a
gross.
dirty rat.
I'm pretty...
No,
okay.
I'm the dirty rat.
Well, Logan...
I'm dirty damn.
I would go so far as to say Logan keeps his butthole really clean, but I take ridiculously good care of my hair.
Yeah, you do.
It freaks me out sometimes because I am so paranoid about going bald one day.
Yeah.
Like that is one of my I use so many things to keep my hair intact, and if I go bald one of these days, I'm gonna freak out and I'm gonna go
Get implants or the little.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna have to pull a LeBron. I'm gonna have to bring this hairline back.
Well, I got good news and relatable news. The relatable news is that my I think I get my hair from my grandpa because I could grow one hell of a beard.
Yeah, you
and
got a nice beard.
And I got good eyebrows. Also, thank you. But he's hell. When I was born, he was already going bald. He looked like a fucking, well, not like a friar, like not like a monk from France or anything like that. But he was still like he had a chrome dome with hair around it, and that always made me scared. Thank you.
Like I cannot relate because everybody in my immediate family, we all have like thick. I think my mom has the straight gene and my dad has the curly gene, which is incredibly powerful. I don't think I will go bald my entire life.
You fucker.
That's not to rub it in, but I mean, at the same time.
Sure.
At the same time.
Hashtag humble brag.
We can. I'll give you some of my.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
hair
I'll take
juice
your.
if
I'll
you're
take your
worried.
back hairs and I'll put them on my head.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the good news, though, is that South Korea has already, like, for a year now, has developed an actual solution to hair growth. Like, they could grow hair, like, fucking anywhere on your body.
South Korea did?
Yeah, South Korea. No, North Korea.
That's
Why Kim Jong-un is so beautiful.
I was like, that's what they've been working on this whole time.
Whenever I say Korea...
All those experiments.
Yeah.
It was also that Kim Jong-un could grow a sweet beard.
You know that Otto kid that went there and went to jail and came back to America and died? Yeah, no, that's because they put all that hair on him and he suffocated. wasn't because they beat him. It was the hair.
It was all the hair.
It wasn't on his fault.
The technology wasn't perfected. It went into his throat.
It went into his throat like an SCP.
Hairy throat.
Yeah, no, they
that
they
would
could.
be the worst.
Oh, that'd be
feeling.
so gross. Every time you would like talk, it would just like tickle.
Tiny,
around.
like
And
tiny
you
little
would just, I
strands.
feel like you just end up coughing all the time because you know when you get like a little tickle and you're just like. Ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and in case any one of the hairs gets dislodged and back into your throat, and you cough it out and pull out a long hair.
Oh.
I mean, imagine if it was in your
hairballs like a cat.
Imagine. I didn't want to think about that, but now I am.
Yeah, you can't not think about it. There's too many logistics to having hair in your throat.
And think about it even in a grosser term. What if it was in your, like, instead of in your esophagus, it was, like, all the way in, like, your fucking food tube. So, like, if you hacked it up, there's, like, bits of, like, chicken and shit in there that was rotten
Would it
already.
aid your digestive system? Would it sort of, like, almost like the nose hairs, like, where it, like, sort of filters certain stuff out? Would it, like, help that a little bit with, like...
See, I got something
I'd be
relevant.
terrified.
I got
I'd be
something
afraid
relevant
it would
there.
stick to my butt
I got
hairs
something
and
relevant
get
there.
Stuck.
Here's my relevant statement. No. Because
Well,
hair is non-digestible, so in case something falls into your stomach like a hair, it just stays there and it
That
grows
means-
into a brick.
That means
oh, sweet.
you could get like
So that's why cats cough up hairballs. I never knew. I just thought it was like their thing.
just
Yeah,
just
and
had
the
too
worst
much.
part
I had
is-
to get it out.
It doesn't show up on an X-ray either, so doctors will not be able to figure out why.
So you won't even.
So
like,
if you
so
want to
won't
eat
even
your
like,
hair,
you won't even like poop the hair out.
No, you won't. It just stays in your stomach.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
it can't get like intertwined. Well, we don't need to go there.
Stomach
No, there's
acid
a-
doesn't evaporate.
We don't need to talk
There's a
about
story about a Middle Eastern
Hair
woman who, well, she was a teenager. She loved eating her hair all the time. She thought it
Sure.
was delicious, and she would just constantly like rip out strands and put it in her mouth. And then one day she went to go see the doctor because she had stomach cramps, and the doctor was like, "You're fine. You're a dumbass. You're also a woman, so everything that you say, but nope." And then she woke up one day and she's like, "My stomach is going to burst." So they did emergency surgery on her, opened up her stomach and found a fucking brick of hair that was like 3 pounds of collective hair. And it was about as big as what I'm doing right now, like these dimensions.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
humongous. They set it down and they're like, "Well, shit, guys, that happened."
I feel like hair is one of those. You know the fear of like holes and shit.
Yeah, like trypophobia.
Trypophobia is the fear of holes on your body.
I definitely feel
multiple
like
pattern
hair,
holes,
Oh, that.
I definitely feel like hair or
like big pores.
congregations of hair would have the same effect. Now that I think about it,
I will
Yeah.
say.
I'd be a phobia.
I've seen pictures of like trypophobia because I looked it up one time when I first read the term on Google,
Yeah.
and those definitely freak me out.
That used to be a shock image, like back in the early 2000s, was like Google trypophobia, and it was just a bunch of holes, and a lot of people figured out they didn't like that because they thought about their pores being...
Yeah, dude, it's a gross thought. I don't like it.
I didn't think about it because I was like, okay, it's just holes. Like, yeah, sure, it's disturbing if it's on a hand, but then I saw a GIF. There's a certain type of frog out there that gives
Yup.
birth through its pores,
Yep.
Oh.
and you could see her skin setting, and now these holes in her body on her back, like
It's
little
so-
frog legs are sticking out and crawling out, and I'm like,
so disgusting.
oh.
Oh,
Well, it
God.
wasn't disgusting to me. It was just like, it made me itch. Because I was like, what if I had like little,
Yeah, dude, 'cause
little
you just
babies,
think about your
little
pores.
fetuses coming out of me.
Oh, ew,
Little
no, that's
babies
gross.
on them, right?
I would just like eat them.
That's sustenance, baby.
Yeah, that's
Stem cells.
That's protein.
Stem cells. You're
That's
never
how you
gonna
Yeah,
survive.
stem
die.
cells.
Just keep
if I have
eating
any
the
cuts, if I have any cuts, or if I have like ongoing effects of a stroke, like that's gone. I just ate my skin babies.
He is invincible now.
It was
And where do you
Skin
think
babies.
when I jerk off? Where do you think I come?
on the skin. Wait, what?
On my body. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have that sometime soon.
Wait,
Like,
the skin
I hope my
babies?
family's watching this.
I'm really hoping that honestly that my parents have just like I assume that they'll have started this, but I doubt they'll make it this far in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can
I-
talk
I
about
feel
the
like
gross
could
stuff.
We
now.
can get into the weird
Once
stuff.
I start talking about cannibal holocaust, they probably
they tuned out right
they
there.
were like, okay,
Like,
no,
okay.
no
not
Holocaust.
in this. Not in
My
this
mom
household.
probably kept watching. Is like, yeah,
Unsubscribed.
that's
Yeah, your mom better
My son's
subscribe, or
gross.
else I'm gonna have some words with her.
We need to have Parental support.
Yeah, parental supervision.
If we can get the parents on our side.
Man, once
All is possible.
Once I turned 18, my vision stayed the same. When am I supposed to get this adult supervision that they're talking about?
Oh yeah, when is my third eye in the back of my head gonna pop in?
Yeah,
I
right?
think that's only a woman thing. I think you only get that if you're a mom.
No, you get that when you're a dad, because dad reflexes. Like,
No,
they can,
I
like,
think you
save
just-
their
No,
kid.
that's the thing. Like,
I
if
think
you're a
dads just
dad,
get dad joke ability.
dad jokes and dad reflexes. If you're a mom, you get motherhood or the
You got a mommy's love
Yeah,
and
yeah.
an eye on the
and
back
an eye
of
in
your
the
head.
back of your head.
See, that's the thing, though, is that I figured out why they have that. Is because when a toddler is being loud, they're just playing around and being toddlers. But when they're really quiet, they're doing something. They're doing something real bad.
See, that's
and you
why-
better go stop them, because they're,
again-
like, painting your TV.
Little
That's a
kids
good sign.
are the worst. They just don't know how to be cool, and they have no chill.
They
no
have
chill.
zero chill. Like,
Okay, I can argue though that. Well, what about like? Are you talking
like
from babies to teenagers, or is there like a specific
Toddlers.
age group?
Yeah, pretty
toddlers
much.
to, like,
Toddlers.
8.
Toddlers.
Or, hell, I'd even say toddlers to 10.
I throw babies in there because babies crying. I just don't like it, and that's mostly what I experience with babies.
Well, I cry a lot, too, so I get that. But, like, babies
He's a
have,
big
like...
baby.
Babies have, because my girlfriend is so fucking maternal, and I've dated her for 2 months or 2 years. 2 months.
Basically, that's the. 2
We've just
months
been
of the year.
friends
It's
with
true
benefits.
love.
Yeah. We've been dating for like 2 years, so I've kind of adopted, like, I look at a baby in public, and, like, I know just based off of what she does, like, I can, like, most people are like, what do I do with a baby? Like, do I just hold him right here and I say, hello, Peter, you're looking well today.
That's a big
Instead,
baby
I'm like,
to hold.
oh, your baby, hi. And then she, and then whatever baby I'm looking at just, like, smiles back at me, and I find that gratifying. But, like, toddlers, I'm like, I want to fucking trip you right now.
Me and Morgan actually set up an agreement at one point that he'll raise my kids from the age of 0 to 13, was it? And then I
Yeah.
take both of our kids from 13 to 18 until we make them move out.
Yeah.
The ultimate parenting technique. That's
Switch
be
families,
That's
switch
gonna be
families.
the new
That is-
generation of.
If it's a
parenting.
girl, we're both walking her down the aisle to our other wife.
That'd be so.
And we're holding
cute.
each other's hands, crying.
Yeah.
It'd be all like intertwined.
And we're like, da, da, da.
That's the song. I couldn't think of how the wedding song.
See-
just cry in each other's arms.
See, this is what I figure is that I'll have my arm interlocked with hers, and then you'll have your arm interlocked with mine, because you'll probably like enjoy my friendship more than you'll enjoy having a child.
You know, honestly, I can get behind that sentiment.
That's so
Listen,
sweet.
honey, I would walk you down, but Logan's cooler than you. I mean, remember the one time that
Get
you
outta
took
here,
off your
Gary.
pants and ran
But
around
I don't want
in the
to.
backyard and shit yourself
Yeah,
in
I've
front
never
of
had to go
Daddy's
through
new
that with
girlfriend?
Logan.
Yeah. Logan only shit himself. He didn't run around the backyard
I've
naked
seen
in
your
front of
shit,
my
dude.
new girlfriend, who then broke up with me, dear.
Come on.
That's why your dog died. You thought he got hit by a car? No.
Wrong.
It was a punishment.
You're telling her all this as you're walking down.
As
the
I walk,
aisle.
yeah,
And
just
she's like-
whispering it in her ear.
She's crying, like authentically crying. And
Toto?
people are like
Everyone's like,
clapping.
oh my god, she's so touched to be moving down the aisle.
She
And
looks
she's like,
so
"Dad,
beautiful.
you asshole!" And I'm like, well, him, not me.
Come on.
She's
now.
never looked better.
And on the other hand, I've got like my current wife like touching my ass.
We
Just to a
She like
certain
spanks
just
you
to
as you're
assert
walking
your
out.
She's got a back that says they are definitely not homo. You can
Keep
tell
everyone-
from the ass grabbing.
keep everyone updated.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck, man. I just think that I get that toddlers and like 3-year-olds are like developing like the emotional cortex of their brain,
Mhm.
so therefore they get sad and happy over the dumbest shit possible. But it's just sometimes it just frustrates me so much. Do you want to hear some of the stuff that my brother cried about in one day?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. One time he was really mad, like really like at the point of like, if he was a kid or like a teenager, he was like at the point of bringing a gun to school, like upset
Oh my god.
that the dog was a dog.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Whoa. Hold on.
It's not that.
The dog did not change to cat form.
No, it's not even that. It's not like he wanted him to be a different kind of animal. It's that the dog was a dog, and that statement upsetted him.
Wait, what? He got
Yeah.
upset over the...
Dude, you're saying that. I was there. Like, he just looked at the dog, he was like, that's a dog.
What?
And I'm like, why, Dylan? Why are you crying? He's like, there's a dog. I'm like, okay.
Does he not like... Is your brother not a dog person? Because I don't trust him.
No, he is a dog
I was
person.
gonna say,
He
are you
loves
sure
dogs.
this wasn't tears of joy? Because I can
He's
relate
like-
to that.
Every
He
time.
just puts his hands
Every
over his
single time.
mouth and he's like, I'm just so happy.
I love
him. He got upset that he wanted a banana.
Is your brother
Did
just
he-
upset over things that he likes? Is he just like a... Is he just a
Yeah.
bad person?
He's like that girl from
He's
the
like,
YouTube
gets so
video.
passionate about it, he just starts crying like...
He's like the girl
Like
from the
you're
YouTube
saying- are you
video
talking
that's
about
like, I'm sorry, I just really love cats. That's him. That's him. They all have their little outfits. That's him. Yeah, he got upset when I finally gave him a banana. I didn't even tell him to get him a banana. He was just, I don't want a banana. And then afterwards he was like, I want a banana.
He was ashamed to admit it.
He was just real tsundere about it, like an anime girl. Like, it's not like I want a banana or anything, baka. And then,
Oh my god.
And
then,
Baka's like, I'll get her a banana.
she probably. But I gave him a banana, and he was upset that it wasn't circular. And then I opened it, and he was upset that the top part of it was a little bit mushed because of how I opened it. Like, just the teensiest bit. He was like, this isn't perfect.
I feel like that's just
And then I
part of
ripped-
bananas.
And then I ripped it off, and he's like, now it's broken. And I'm like, and I'm like, it's two different parts, you dumbass.
Now it's broken.
Eat this part, and then eat this part. It's all fucking mashed potatoes in your stomach
You
anyways,
don't
you
eat the peel, you
fucking idiot.
stupid.
Dylan, if you're watching this, like sometime in the future, maybe about 4 years
Your-
down the line,
your
I want
brother-
you to know, when you were a kid, you were a real dumb.
Your brother like...
I love
finally
you,
can
though.
comprehend
You're
YouTube
my-
videos, and he's just like, oh no.
Dude, my brother may eventually find one of our videos.
I wouldn't doubt it. That'd be honestly kind
He
of
kn-
comical.
He doesn't know how to fucking shit in a toilet properly, and he's 6.
If this
But-
channel is still running by the time that he sees our old videos, we're doing a video of him reacting to this.
Well, see,
We keep mentioning him as the years go on, and
Yeah.
the day when he like gets old enough that we bring him in as a guest star, it'd be the hypest shit of the channel.
I'll make him watch our videos when he's like 8 or 10 because I started watching South Park when I was 4. So surely I knew what fuck words were before he knew what they were. So I'll make him watch them, but like Dylan and I have a lot in common. We both don't wash our butts after we poop, or we both don't wipe after we poop. But unlike him, I actually shower afterwards. So he just walks around with those turds in his ass. Or at least he used to. I don't know what his strategy is now. He's a gross little man, but I love him so much.
And on that note, that's about our time here today, folks. Thanks for tuning
Sorry
in.
for the roast, Dylan.
Oh yeah, you little punk.
Yeah, you fucker. I love you. I love you so much. You are my favorite brother. And even if I had more than one brother, you would still be my favorite brother. Because you say a lot of funny things, you got a big heart, you take big sharts.
I'm really trying to close the episode right now.
I'm just trying to make sure my brother doesn't hate me in the future,
We're
okay?
on a time here.
No, we're not! God damn! Close the episode then. Thank you, Jeff. He's going to be on a lot more.
Thank you for having me. I
Yeah,
can't
Jeff's
wait
gonna
for
be in a
future
lot
times.
more. But thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.
Don't forget the Patreon.
Don't forget the Patreon. We'll put a link to it somewhere.
Go to our social media, Twitter. Next time on
BoobTube.
BoobTube. Next time on Podcast Time, Mountain Podcast, MountainCast.
Oh my God.
We're gonna talk about shoes.
We're gonna talk about shoes.
We're gonna talk about lots of shoes.
Yeehaw.
Yahoo! All right.
All right, go turn off the camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna go turn on the camera now.
Jesus. Can't stand sitting next to you.
Give me that.
No, God!